You know, one thing I started to realize, and I was kind of a late bloomer on, and it was one of those situations where my mom always told me that, your surroundings, pretty much determines your success at the end of the day. Who you associate with is ultimately who you'll become, and I never thought that was real because I always figured like, I don't care what nobody else do, I'm gonna do me, but you're drawn to that situation. It's like scientifically, proven or whatever, but I've always felt like I could be strong and do what I do, but then you wind up getting caught in somebody else's energy. And then I watched this movie called The Secret, and when I started to understand like the laws of attraction and negative and positive energy, and then I look back on when I was in my dark place, the friends that been with me forever, I was kind of drifting away from them because I was so negative, you know what I mean? And then that took me to that place to where I was depressed and all of that. So at the end of the day, it is ultimately determine who you surround yourself with. Growing up is a hard process because 18 don't make you an adult, maturity make you an adult. And it really took me a very long time to understand these little things, especially when I had a common goal. See, I never really had a set goal in my mind for anything. I just kind of was all over the place, just trying to do something. You know what I mean? So now I have set goals. Man, one of the best things that ever happened to me was working with kids in the school, because seeing them and how important education was. My daughter is straight A student. My kids, they get good grades. So, but I don't get to sit in the classrooms, or I don't get to be in the school all day watching these process and watching these, what they go through and stuff like that. So when I'm seeing it, and then I'm seeing myself like, like education is for everybody. Like I said, I used to tell people, make college not for everybody as long as you can make a living. That I cannot believe I gave off that type of advice. I cannot believe I did that. That's probably the stupidest thing I've ever said. So now, being around these successful human beings, man, and watching them, that's 4 years older than me, watching them with these doctorates, Dr. James Jones, Dr. Ramlis Durant, and just even administrations, they have these big degrees and they're working with kids. Everybody who, the people from the TACO program, they had these degrees and they're working with kids. So it's like, why should my education stop because I didn't want to apply myself? You know what I mean? Why should it? Why should it stop now? I don't care how old you are, you should never stop educating yourself. And I'm not saying just keep going to school just to go to school. What I'm saying is if that's what it is that you do, then you don't have to wait. I'm here to tell everybody I'm 35 years old and I got some loose ends to tie up, and then I'm gonna enroll for psychology. That was one of my things. Everybody jokes with me and say, dude, you should be a psychologist. You'll be a great psychologist. And that was one of those things that stuck with my head, that psychology probably would be great for me. I think I give pretty good advice. I think I do pretty good when I speak to people. I'm a very good public speaker. So that's my goal on top of everything else. And if I don't have any negative energy around me, and I had the right surroundings like I do now, then it's obtainable. You know what I mean? It's obtainable. So I'm no longer scared of education, because I was scared because honestly I felt that I was an idiot. You know what I mean? So I was real hard on myself because I just didn't think I was smart enough, even at my age is now. Now I understand that that's not the case. Brandon, you gotta apply yourself. Just like you do everything else, you gotta apply yourself. So I'm here to say, it is never too late to be great. Oh snap, that rhyme. Seriously, man, it's never too late to be great, man. And I'm willing to step out of my comfort zone and get in these books. And I just can't wait to see what happened at the end.